Hello my friends and welcome back. It's episode 100. I still have no explanation as to why characters are just randomly appearing in my party, but anyway, there is nothing left to do here, so it's time to leave. I feel much better now the Commissar is toast.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
So, the Atonomical Opera is the only place I haven't been to. And I could go back to the Mangled Sector for, oh god, I've got the camera facing the wrong way. I could go back to the Mangled Sector for,
Keep your wits about you.
45, not great.
I have learned much in my exile.
Let us not dawdle.
Go back for the items and such that were there. Oh look, there's Jay. Your hot pile of dog dung, yeah. He and I have unfinished business. Doesn't consider you besides. Shireen, you're alive. What happened to you? I was in there, you understand? That's where he cut me. Many-armed Ashmag took away my breath, started cutting off my head, but I was alive and conscious, hung from the wires and watched what he did to my body. Took out the implant, the throat, the lungs, the whole thing. I grabbed a chunk of flesh, messed with it and sewed it into place, and everything came back. I'm dying again. It's the Carcina. Because they're not organs. The mines left me with busted rags for lungs, and when the Carcina started, I nearly died. By the time I saved up enough for an implant, I was coughing up blood every day. I almost didn't make it. We have much to discuss. I guess a rip-roaring yarn about Princess from a desert planet won't cut it anymore. But I'm begging you. Later, okay? We need to see the monculus. I need my implant. Don't let me die the way the rest of the mine rats do. Not that way. Any way but that. Yay! Goodbye. Sorry, Ramgar. Just not set up for combat. The master ordered that you be let through. I am an Achnethist, servant of Master Talvanos, his meat driver. No mental warrior is called a rat because he has the homunculus. Because the homunculus invades his nature like a conqueror. Rex, the mundality, creates perfection form of whatever is left. I toiled to be granted this honor, begged for it and received it. Wow, he just died. That's weird. He just fell over and died. I don't even understand how it happened. Did he get a brain aneurysm or something? Right. Since I bizarrely have these, I can put them back on my skill monkey. This sort of part of the game kind of reeks of being rushed. It seems like there's just a lot of bugs. The fact that you see characters with their equipment that they shouldn't have when you first see them, and then it sort of gets taken away in chats. It's very odd. Astartes chainsword, 19 to 30. Wow. That's a monster weapon. Oh man, he can't equip it because of the penalty he's been given. And a bizarre weapon, but hey. I guess. Okay, I don't know what's going on, but we shall continue. Oh, I fell down. Then I got up again. You're never going to keep me down. Lamps emit rays that hound your pupils, burning and biting like angry snakes made of light. You see a bottomless abyss, it beckons you to jump in and promises an embrace softer than any feather bed in the world. It's worrying. Where's the other two party members?
I always keep my options open.
Thick curtain shoves you away. It's surprisingly strong for a lifeless piece of fabric.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
What's this? Tervantius, the Arc Machinator. Such a disobedient specimen, you're still not dead, and anomaly. I assume you'll soon become very obedient specimen. Convulsive spasms, hysterical reactions, come here. The sample has been extracted. The specimen is alive. Body and mind expected to function within normal parameters. Praise be to the Exalted One. I thought you'd up and pegged it and left me. Control worm in your nervous system detected my proximity. It signaled it was dying by injecting a lethal dose of hallucinogenic euphorance into your bloodstream. A resourceful individual. Dukari holds up the pale maggot, the same one you saw in Marazi's hands, as you watch the tool of appendages perform a swift dissection. The maggot's flesh bursts under the scalpel-like claw and blossoms into a disgusting, slimy flower. I brewed this specimen specifically for you. During your interrogation, it intoxicated your feeble senses to limit unnecessary resistance. There is something fundamentally wrong with Xenos' silhouette, its twitchy, abrupt movements. It sets your mind reeling in disgust. Each of its mechanical tool appendages seem designed to be as sickening and horrifying as possible. You're absolutely correct. I'm Tervantius the Arc Machinator, homunculus and conductor of this place that staggers the imagination and soul. My atomical opera. Sigh, so what do I owe you now? You will serve me, such as life in the spires. The Eminent urged me to pay attention to your allegedly extremely gifted self, specimen. Let's see if you make a good tool, same as you, little moth. Unless, of course, the darkness of Komorra burns through you as fast as the others. What exactly did this Arbranon tell you about me? This information should not burden your undeveloped mind. No one told me enough to give you a chance to enter my atomical opera, and that is all you need to know. You, a Dakari, would do business with a human? How remarkably open-minded. I will do no business with you, I will use you. You have survived a battle in the arena, which means you have the uncommon parameters for your kind. You are a lesser organism, true, but towering heights of my wisdom make it difficult to distinguish between your inferiority and the inferiority of most of my kin. You will return to the arena of Fatal Thirst, and you will kill a few of Witch's fosterlings for me. You might even spill the blood of one of the blood-stained parasites. They are long overdue a small lesson in humility. They have forgotten their place, lack respect, do not appreciate my work, fail to recognize my authority. What do I get out of this? Will you coerce me as you do everyone else? Coercion will be more than enough. If you disobey, I will turn you into material for my creations and ensure that you feel and are aware of every manipulation performed on your flesh. If you do what I tell you to do, I will let you live for a while longer. Cooperation will increase your odds of survival. As long as you continue to be of use, I will maintain your organic parts and perhaps even let you play with some of my less significant samples. Man, I get the feeling like this is a guy we don't want to provoke. Although, frankly, this team could probably take him. I do not serve the enemies of humanity, but I will never turn down the opportunity to kill a few Xenos. Why not? The response is acceptable. Fleshmaster is mad enough to help us escape in favor of his own unholy designs. The price will be unfair and terrible. Obedience will be rewarded. Take your crude gear with you. I abhor such technological banality. The creature as undeveloped as you may find it as of use. As for your task, Abis and his blood-stained parasites are here right now in my anatomical opera. Go and look at the ones who will be your executioners when the time comes for you to die. It's my stuff. I'd like to speak to you about a member of my retinue who was delivered to you. My navigator, Cassio, is with me when we were captured. Where is she now? Female with exceptionally strong connection to the Veil, as well as a number of rare monkey mutations, most notably a third eye. I'm studying the influence of complete isolation from the Veil and the outside world on the specimen's abilities, sanity, and physical condition. She no longer screams inside her reservoir, but she is certainly still alive, and I'm not yet ready to conclude the experiment. Am I to understand the most fearsome Terrari warriors are created by artisans such as you? Without a doubt. Long ago I rose above the building of commonplace battle beasts. The monstrosities I create are unique. My last specimen, Krontonos, surpassed every trifle ever made by my rifles. I fed it elite warriors until it escaped and hid in the mangled sector. At present I am working on a grotesque of previously unknown power built from the most exquisite and exotic body parts from strong fighters. Do you not get enough of monsters in this accursed city? Your cooperation will be rewarded. Your body was given to me for disposal. It was thrown into the cesspit. It is an anomaly that the specimen did not die. I must consider fitting a disposal chute with a shredding mechanism. Master Flesh is twisting the truth. Had the Abenanin not interfered in the Archon's trial, it is unlikely that anyone could have survived that questioning. The Homunculi are artists of anguish and masters of flesh. The devourers into the delvers into unexplored sources of pain. Oh, this guy is just quite the guy. I have few equals in Comera. My knowledge is vast and goes way beyond the mysteries of flesh and essences. I observe many disjunctions where destructive energies of the unreal erupted here in the webway. Created size stiflers to keep the space around this spire intact. I have touched knowledge so ancient. It is not necessary for you to know this. Interesting composition, unusual set of starting parameters can be strengthened by an original mixture of essences. This will be a mighty beast. I call it the Anguish Prospector. You have done well, and for that you will be rewarded. Eh. I'm not able to make yourself useful. I'd rather wait for you to die and find myself a better tool. Oh, it'll take more than flesh. I can extract something far more valuable from a single shred of your organics. That does not interest me. I will not remove much of her. Her functioning will not suffer. This will be a step upon the path for atoning for the errors of my past. If my sacrifice will bring you closer to salvation, I will commit myself into the hands of this tormentor. What about me and my arsey damn problem? I met a monster in the mangled sector, a creature that can steal years of its victims' lives and mutilate their bodies. Are you able to heal that? I recognize the mark of Krotonos' exquisite feeding. What an honor it is for you to be the vessel which my marvelous creation satisfies its thirst. Give your modest life force to be transformed into it by an energy converter. Fear not. It was an interesting experiment, one which could convert life forces of its victims to fuel, but it was flawed, disobedient specimen that escaped. The pain from the transformation stops only after I inject the blocker, and I only do it at the end of the procedure. Do you wish to spend the rest of your existence with the sensation of your skin melting and bones snapping?
Always keep your eye on the prize. Keep your wits about you.
Your motives and
Ugh, what were you gonna say? Your motives and methods are woven from Shadow Jay, but they will help you survive even in the darkest corners of the universe.
Is there money to be made?
Okay, I have to re-gear my people, I think, slowly and painfully. Where's the equipment I gave her? Hey, my sucker's footgear are back. That's right. The boots of giving allies MP to go with their AP. Okay, this actually looks correct. This actually looks correct as well. Right, time for a change of pace for you, Avalard. Oh, we can't use it because it's just Astartes equipment as well. Well, as annoying as that is, there is a blade that is like super awesome. Did I equip it to somebody? Oh, that's right, here they are. That's an amazing sniper rifle. I don't see how anything beats that. That'll do. Alright, this is the one. 16 to 24. Each hit decreases the target's weapon skill, ballistic skill, strength, toughness, and perception by 5 stacks. Absolutely nasty. And 30% armor pen just to go with it. (17 to 28) and inflicts bleeding. Should I keep the armor masher? I wish, you know, you could do weapons by, you know, actual type. Because this is not by type. I mean, we've got some melee, then we've got a bolter, then we've got a staff, a shotgun, then another staff. Like, this is not by type at all. You'd hope that the game would group melee weapons together, pistols together, and so on. It just doesn't. I do like the armor shredder. But its attack power is getting really poor. An extra attack that inflicts bleed might actually be better. Okay, I think everything else is good to go. %5 more armor and 1 more reflection. Don't know, because it's +2 deflection against non-human enemies, which is more or less everybody all the time. 3 deflection against melee attacks. It's certainly close. Oh, fast first aid. Suppose that would increase my HP. $117 plus 20. Okay.
I always have a backup plan.
And done.
Now I can loot this place. Wraithbone grenade. Mystic Ward. Start combat, the warrior's allies gain deflection equal to the warrior's psi rating. Whenever an ally suffers any damage and loses non-temporary wounds, this effect is removed from that ally.
I always keep my options open.
That's 5 deflection. That's actually a lot of deflection.
My gut tells me it's a bad idea.
It's not a. It's not actually a pendant. It's a friggin' accessory. Alright, the psychic footwear is back. Plus 3% dodge for every attack. I suppose at some point I could find some better armor. You know what? This is not going to cripple my dodge that much. 25% more armor in exchange for just 8, 18, 23. 25% more armor for 23% dodge. But with the psychic boots, I'm going to gain 3% dodge for every power I use, and that stacks. So the dodge is just going to go up and up and up and up, but the armor is eternal, as it were. At least until someone uses melting to get rid of it. Base armor property, awareness divided by 10% dodge. It's like 9% dodge. Alright, we are very much back in business. Except that I have Star Sign instead of Cassia.
My pleasure.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
I might just temporarily take this off and put the combi tool on while I'm doing all of these tech checks.
Rise to the top or get left in the dust.
One and it's done.
Let us not dawdle.
And done.
What have we here? Another blade with very high stats. The wearer's melee attack damage is increased by 3 times psi rating. Damn. That's insane. That would turn Hendrix into a monster. I mean, imagine like, so I give the psychic helmet to Hendrix. Let's say he's got 5 psi rating like the main character does. So that's 15 extra melee damage on every hit. That is crazy. But that weapon is pretty crazy. I'll lose bleed for swapping this in. but gain 20% armor pen and a lot more damage. Oh, it's two-handed. I should have paid attention. Never mind. It sucks. Never mind. Wow, she can't use two weapons, can she? So it's probably ideal for her.
My pleasure.
Keep your wits about you.
We're looting this place now.
One and it's done.
I always keep my options open. Always keep your eye on the prize.
When the faithful are idle, heresy grows.
I always have a backup plan.
Alright, time to clean up checks that I failed earlier.
Is there money to be made? What a peculiar thing. Success is the only outcome I accept.
Reva's tendons.
And done.
Let us not dawdle.
Wasn't there a check earlier that we saw to shoot that guy down? Which I had 0% chance of doing.
I always keep my options open. Keep your wits about you.
Okay.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
A job for me.
Oh. It's Chronotus. Well, anyway, we're 44 minutes in. This seems like the perfect time to stop. And then we'll go and kick his ass. So, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time.